I'm grateful that I made it here today. And I'm grateful that I got my house cleaned up before winter hit, so the outside's done.
So in case you're not Calgarian, take a look at our weather today. Lovely. Really lovely. Look at how much snow we've got. Oh boy. Okay, going back inside before this ruins my camera.
Why not you next?
Ha ha. Ha ha. Oh ho. Okay. This meeting is obviously important.
Yes.
Episode 43 is today.
Nope.
No.
What?
Season 0, episode 1.
No.
Season 1, episode 1.
Oh, are we resetting the numbers?
Well, the pilot season is over. The quarter has begun anew.
But we have like triple digit episode numbers. Shouldn't we just keep counting up the numbers though?
No. Reset. You heard him.
But wouldn't it be confused because we've been numbering them just by numbers
I know,
so
but we're
far?
doing seasons. Maybe you'll get lucky in all probability because
It just
any
seems
season
confusing
probably won't
because
be
we'll
more than
have
90 days.
But we'll have
maybe
more.
one time.
We'll have more than one episode 1 though.
Okay, season
Well,
1, episode 40, whatever the fuck. I don't care, but it is a new season.
I know it's a new season.
But you want to keep the numbers going?
Yes.
What happens when we get to 1,000?
We'll deal with that when we get there.
It's called selective problem solving. I don't know, Warren.
Resistance is futile.
Oh yeah. That's
Become one with the Borg.
assimilate hard.
Well, if anyone is confused by episode number, it's not my fucking fault.
He washes his hands of this.
All right.
The following quote comes from His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the hero in my life. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, may I too remain and dispel the miseries of the world. So I've been thinking about this a lot just for myself, and I think it might radiate with some of you guys here. It might not. I made this thought: intention of our attitude and how it directly affects those in our circles, our lives, personal, work, and industry, and otherwise, has a direct impact on everything. So, for example, driving into work and having some douchebag in front of you cut you off, and telling that person to fuck off, whether it's in yourself or out loud, that changes and alters your entire day.
Totally.
Completely. That directly impacts your own personal day and everybody around you because the energy and the vibe that we put out. So we got to be more mindful of what we say to ourselves because it directly impacts everything around us.
Welcome to the 2017 Q4 strategic planning meeting. This meeting is an opportunity for us to review our objectives and our success or failures from last quarter, discuss the strategic plan for the upcoming 3 to 5 year periods, 1 year periods, and company next quarter. And then all of us are going to discuss how we can contribute to our roles or our departments this quarter to work towards the strategic objectives for the company for the quarter and beyond. So that's what's happening. The one-page strategic plan. This is a page that's provided to us by a company called Gazelles, which is run by a man named Vern Harnish, who wrote the book Scaling Up, Mastering the Rockefeller Habits, which is the framework that we follow in our business development and is widely recognized as one of the strongest business planning and development processes available to scaling companies. The purpose of the one-page strategic plan is to provide a plan where everyone can be on one page. And the thing is that this looks very simple, but every box is like, you can zoom into it, and there's like a whole exercise behind every box. So this one sheet represents hundreds and hundreds of hours of effort and work on our part to get to the point where these things are clearly defined. And it starts broad values and mission, and then every quarter it goes all the way down to what are your specific accountabilities, what are my specific accountabilities for this specific quarter. Now we have a purpose. Why are we doing this? The purpose that we have stated is to activate genius, leadership, and potential. Genius, leadership, and potential in the pursuit of something meaningful. And the reason we use the word something and not something specific is because in many ways we depend on our client meaningful. We depend on our clients to define this meaning. This is like an idea that we're not necessarily in charge of defining what's meaningful to our customers. Our customers bring something meaningful to us, right? We just help them to activate their genius, leadership, and potential within that pursuit. And then we have a big, hairy, audacious goal, which is to contribute $1.1 billion to the market by producing a $100 million company. Services and production company. So while the whole world is out there trying to do less work, we're building a company that is built around doing work. And in doing that, I think that we can just capture a whole bunch of market share that other people are visibly avoiding. We know first and foremost that the key to helping small business owners scale in today's economy is to eliminate over-specialization, eliminate the number of individual consultants they have to try to get to cooperate, put them in front of one team who can do all of it according to a sequence that makes sense. That we know for sure. Measurable Genius is entirely built on that idea that if you're a 1 to 15 person company, you cannot be managing 8 different consultants. They will not work together. We know that for a fact. You also cannot grow a company unless you have IT embedded in that knows what it's doing, right? So IT plus the elimination of over-specialization is our key to success. We know that for sure. Okay, great. In order to have that kind of growth and achieve these types of objectives and dominate this sandbox, we have to have a brand promise that differentiates us from our competitors. The 2 brand promises that we have clearly defined is number 1, we will build, read, scale the company of your dreams. Our competitors are promising to build a website, or they're promising to fix your computers, or they're promising to procure your assets, right? They're not promising to build you a business. So the brand promise that differentiates us is like, okay, that's fine. IT companies are cool, but we build businesses, right? That's cool. They fix your servers and shit. We're going to build you a company. That's a differentiating brand promise. And then the next is that number 2, while we're doing that, we're going to be the company that holds space. We hold space. And the reason that this is a brand promise is because our customers trust us to be able to fix the problem. That's why they give us the money. What they need to know in the moment is that they're loved and it's all going to be fine, right? Like, there's not a single time that one of our customers or our end users is calling us that the problem is about their computer or about their website. It's about, if this one little thing doesn't work, am I going to become a failure? If my funnel doesn't have their first name at the top because we used a tag wrong in ActiveCampaign and it says, hey, first name, am I going to lose a customer forever? Right? Their concern is not about the fucking first name. It's about, oh my God, my customer saw me with my pants down, right? So the number 1 promise that we have that needs to be different from everyone else is that we don't fix computers. We hold space for neurotic, insecure, and anxious visionaries who need someone to hold their hand and tell them it's okay and what to do next. Okay? So that brings us to the theme. Last time it was building Stark Tower. That didn't really go anywhere. This quarter, we're measuring SLA missed. And the theme name is Escaping from the Terrorists.
Terrorists?
Yeah, like we're Tony Stark and we've been captured by terrorists, and in order to get out of the cave, we have to put on some bullshit suit of armor and blow the shit out of the terrorists.
My turn.
The whole first page we define, which is what we've just gone through here. And so only this last column is your responsibility. So we're going to take however long it takes, and everyone is going to write in here, as it relates to your roles and your current responsibilities, what specific KPIs do you want to measure yourself against, or do you agree that you can be measured against in your roles or your department or in the company? And what 5 specific priorities can you take on in your department or in your role that will in some way move the rest of this forward? The interesting thing about the Rockefeller Habits and the quarterly planning process is that we're updating our plan every quarter, and parts of that plan don't change a whole lot. So we're able to work on a concept like our core values for hundreds and hundreds of hours, let's say. Because of all the work we've done to develop our core values, to clearly define our sandbox, to clearly define our threats and opportunities in the market, because of those things, we're able to target in on a 90-day plan that makes a lot of sense. And then our team is able to digest that plan because so much of it has remained stable over time. The thing about planning is, don't expect any one planning session to be great. I mean, they might be, but the objective isn't to get the plan done in one planning session and then move on with life. When I'm looking for the answer to the question, what am I going to do today? I refer to my quarterly plan. I refer to the top 5 priorities I defined ahead of time as my go-to to fill in space in my calendar, because I know those 5 priorities are going to lead us towards our quarterly results. When I'm thinking about what I want to do for the quarter, I look towards the 5 major hurdles or obstacles or priorities that we've set for the next year. And when we look at what we're going to do in the next 3 to 5 years, we look towards our mission and our big, hairy, audacious goal and our core values to determine a trajectory. And when all of those things start to layer up, you're able to have really efficient, really productive, highly prioritized meetings and planning sessions. I don't know, I just like, I'm an entrepreneur. I love the process of business. For me, there's no plan I'm going to get finished that's going to let me escape from my life. This is just where we're at today, and next quarter we're going to be somewhere else. And so the process of the whole experience of planning and all of its different layers is something that's really inspiring to me. And I think that any business owner could really benefit from applying even just one piece or 2 pieces of it over time, developing habits to grow a scaling company that makes a difference in the world. So if you guys don't plan, you should. If you need help planning, send us a message. If you want more information, you should go buy the book, Scaling Up. We'll put it in the comment section of this video with an affiliate link. And you can Google Vern Harnish. You can Google the Rockefeller Habits. You can do your own kind of research. If you run a business and you haven't started to pollute your mind with some of this content, I highly encourage it. So that marks the completion of Season 1, Episode 1 of Daily Genius. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, hit like, share this with your friends, and send us some questions because we'd love to give you some answers.